Hello, Oscar. Good evening. How are you today?
Hi, Mr. Zulueta, I'm fine.
Welcome to today's class. Well, today is our last class, okay? So let's give maybe 3 more minutes so that your classmates can log in, okay? Thank you, Oscar.
Okay, we can waiting.
Mariana Lopez, welcome to today's class. We are waiting for your classmates. Thank you for being present.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Dolly Claros, welcome. Welcome to today's class. Thank you for being present. We are waiting for your classmates, okay? This is our last class. So maybe 2 more minutes, okay? Dolly Claros. Dolly Claros, okay. Alison Lara, welcome to today's class. Today is our last class. We are waiting for your classmates. Thank you for being present, Alison Lara.
Thanks, teacher. Good evening.
Good evening. Okay, my dear students, it is now 7:45 Bolivian time. I believe that we are ready to begin our last class. Today we're going to go over the last 3 aspects of the units, which are reading, writing, and the quiz. Okay? So let's concentrate on the reading section. Here we have pre-reading. Remember when I read on Friday, when I read the unit's goal, the unit's summary, we noticed that we are going to concentrate on different types, different kinds of endings, either in movies or in stories. So let's start by reading. Today, students are going to be active and the teacher will monitor the students. So today you will read, you will participate, and the teacher is just going to make corrections, okay? So let's begin. Oscar, can you please read and answer what's on your screen? I believe your microphone is off.
Okay, it's in the second line.
Yes, can you read everything?
Okay, it says, we usually use the same beginning and ending phrases when telling children fairy tales. Which phrase do you think is probably the last one in the story? Choose the correct answer.
Okay, what's the first option? Can you read letter A?
Okay, once upon a time, there was handsome young prince and a beautiful young princess. The
B?
princess and the prince were not allowed to see each other, and they lived happily ever after.
Which one is the best phrase to conclude, finish a story, a fairy tale? A, B, or C?
Maybe it can be the C.
It is correct. C sounds, and they lived happily ever after. Y vivieron felices para siempre. Okay, so these activities have been activated. All you have to do is answer the questions. Remember that this is the correct answer, okay? So let me close. And let's go with the second. Here, the second pre-reading preview vocabulary from the reading. Mariana Lopez, you are going to be active for this activity. Okay, before you begin, Mariana Lopez, let me go over the vocabulary help. Okay, so we have these type of words, vocabulary. Let's see, number one is contemporary. Number two, a pattern. Number three, reference. Number four, remarkably, and that's it. So contemporary, it's an adjective that means belonging to the present time. Modern contemporary poetry is a lot different from what Shakespeare wrote. So contemporary is new, okay? Contemporary is from our era. Pattern, that's a noun. The regular way in which something happens, develops, or is done. If you watch the animals, you'll see that there is a pattern to their behavior. Reference, it's a noun. It means if someone has a preference for something, they like it more than another thing. So that's preference. I prefer chocolate than vanilla ice cream. I like lots of Asian food, but my preference is for Southern Chinese. Last one, remarkably, adjective. in an amount or to a degree that is surprising. So it's remarkable that today is our last class, especially because time went by so fast. Fernanda finished her work in a remarkably short time. Okay, so with that being said, Mariana Lopez, can you please read the definitions for the given vocabulary?
In many stories, there is good and evil, and finally everyone lives happily ever after. This basic pattern has been popular for thousands of years. Some people find it amazing that stories from many parts of the world are almost the same. These remarkably similar stories of the future dragons, heroes, live, think,
Fighting,
alive, fighting,
fighting.
fighting evil is a very old formula, but it is still used today in contemporary films such as Star Wars. Most people prefer happy endings to movies. This strong preference leads to many unexciting movie endings.
Okay, so Mariana Lopez, a pattern, which of these sentences matches with the vocabulary? For example, number one, pattern.
Linking one thing more than another.
Liking one
Like,
thing more than another. I think that's preference. Preference, it's liking one thing more than another. I prefer this than that. Okay, so we can use the deduction system. Okay, so now let's go back with pattern. What is a pattern? Let me help you.
the regular way.
Exactly, the regular way something happens. Okay, so maybe a pattern can be also some cultural aspects in society in which, for example, the carnival is could be contributed to a pattern, which is a practice that is usually present in certain cultures, societies. Remarkably. Number two.
To an unusual or surprising degree.
Okay, so that's remarkable. Okay, it's remarkable, it's remarkably, that's the adverb. Last one, contemporary is the same as modern. Now, let me take a snapshot and share it on the WhatsApp so that you guys can answer very quickly. Andres Garcia, welcome. Thank you for being present. We are going over the reading activities. We are finished with the first activity and we are now on the second activity. I am going to take a snapshot and share it with you on WhatsApp so that you can quickly answer it when the class is finished or in the second half of the class. So snapshot, and I will share it on the Facebook. 1 second, please. Okay, so we are finished with the first activity. The second activity is done. Now let's go with preview vocabulary, which is the third activity before going to the reading text. Remember, we are going over different kinds of endings, either in movies or in stories. Okay, for this activity, Dolly Claros and Alison Lara are going to work together to read, okay? But before, let me read the vocabulary help, okay? So we have classic. What is classic? It's an adjective. For example, a classic book, a classic movie, etc. That is important and has been popular for a long time. La Strada is one of the Fellini's classic movies, okay? So we can apply this for cars. Some people like sport cars, but some others like classic cars. Disregard, please disregard the last class activities, okay? So disregard is to forget, to ignore. Here we have a verb, which is the act of ignoring something, especially something important. You can take guests to the swimming pool, but don't disregard the rules, okay? Release, it's a verb, it means to make a record be available for people to buy or see. The group will release their new CD in August, okay? Or to release. To vote, to choose someone or something for a particular title or prize by voting for them. The readers of the magazine voted for their favorite story. Very easy. Now, Dolly Claros and Alison Lara, you are going to read, okay? We have 4, so we can split half and half. Dolly Claros, you are going first. Please read number 1 and number 2. Then Alison Lara, number 3 and number 4. Okay, let's begin with number 1.
Number 1. The young astronaut became a major star soon after the first movie was released. Number 2. I love the movie You've Got Mail. It takes place in the modern times, but it's a classic love story.
Thank you, Dolly.
Number 3, when people vote for the best movie of the year, they almost always choose one that has a happy
Ending.
ending. For it can be dangerous for filmmakers to disregard the opinions of their audience.
Good. So now we have to do the same thing. Here we have released number 1 and number 2, Dolly Claros. Please give me the correct definition for release. Pay no attention to, make public, important with a value that lasts for a long time, make a choice.
Number I realize make a choice.
Make a choice.
Make a choice.
Make a choice, I think, belongs to vote. When you vote, you make a choice because you choose a person or something to win.
Make a choice is vote. In realizing make public.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Dolly Claros. Make public is when you release either a book or a movie. Thank you very much. Alison Lara. Disregard.
Disregard, pay no attention to.
Classic.
And classic, important with a value that lasts for a long time.
Thank you very much. Let me take a snapshot so I can share it on WhatsApp. 1 second. Very good. And well, that was a pre-reading and going over the vocabulary. With that being said, we are now ready for the reading. Let me switch to student. Okay, for this activity, I am going to read, and Andres and Oscar will help us answering the given questions. Before I begin reading, let me see what we have on the vocabulary help. Okay, so these are the vocabulary words that are going to be found in the text. For example, a formula, get somebody back, a focus group, century, tragic, poison, sleeping potion, cinema. Okay, so these are the kinds of words that describe certain fairy tales. Let me go over with a formula. What's a formula? It's a method or set of principles that you use in order to solve a problem or to make sure that something is successful. All the romance novels Larissa writes are based on the same formula. A woman meets a man and hates him at first, but then realizes that she loves him, and they marry and live happily ever after. Okay? Next, we got get somebody back. Let me see who just arrived. Luciana Perez, welcome to today's class. Today is our last class, so thank you for being present. Luciana Perez.
Hi, teacher. Sorry for coming late. My internet was disconnected. Sorry.
Yes, don't worry about it. We went over the first 3 activities for the reading section, and we are now fixing to start reading the main text of the reading section. I've also shared the first 3 activities, the answers. That way you don't have to waste any more time since we answer it as a group. So I share them on the WhatsApp group. For the moment, I am going over the vocabulary before starting the text for the reading, okay? So I am on the second word, which is get somebody back. Let's see, this is a verb. To persuade a girlfriend, boyfriend, wife, husband, etc., who has left you to start having a relationship with you again. In the movie, the star's girlfriend leaves him, but then he gets her back. Que la obtuvo de regreso. Eso es lo que significa get somebody back. Okay? This group, it's a noun, and this is a group of people who are asked their opinions about a particular product or subject. Some focus groups are liked the taste of the new cereal, but others didn't. Some focus groups liked the taste of the new cereal, but others didn't. Okay, let me add more information about this focus group. I once heard that judges, critics for movies, I heard that is a really good job because all they have to do is go to the cinema, order some popcorn and a soda with the movie, and after that, after the movie is finished, this is what I heard, okay? They can go like one of the emperors. They if they like the movie, they would go with their thumbs of approval or disapproval. Okay, and of course they would continue to their blog and write about the movie, which is the critic. Okay, now a century, it's a noun, it's a period of time equal to 100 years. My grandfather was born a century ago. Tragic. This sounds like the Shakespearean stories. Tragic. A tragic event or situation is very sad, often because it involves death. At the end of the tragic play, the main character killed his best friend. Then we have poison. It's a noun, and this is a substance that can kill you or make you sick if you eat it, breathe it, etc. Be careful what plants you eat. Some of them contain poison. So we have tragic, we have poison. All we have to do is talk about Romeo and Juliet from Shakespeare, of course. Then we have sleeping potion. This is a literary noun, sleeping potion. I don't believe it exists, but in fairy tales they do. It is a drink intended, well, it might exist. It might exist, sleeping potion. Okay, a drink intended to make you sleep. In the story, the children gave the evil woman a sleeping potion and escaped when she fell asleep. We have cinema, which is very easy, the art or business of making movies. Kurosawa is one of the most famous people in Japanese cinema. Kurosawa. Okay, so let me close this, and we are now ready to read and answer. Well, I believe that since this is the main text, I believe that I am going to give you some time to do it. Okay, but I've already helped you with the keywords for this reading section, which name is happy endings. Okay, so please read it, answer it, and that'll be it. This one is, we are not going to do it as a group. All that is left is the writing. So let me explain to you what we are being asked for the writing section, okay? Remember, today you're doing the reading, the writing, quiz, okay? So let me hurry up so that you can have enough time to finish. Voila. Good. Writing, just being honest. That's the name of the unit. It says reading instructions, type your answers into the box. If this activity was not assigned, blah, 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 blah. So, question, classic films. Remember that you're going to be critics and you are going to be able to perhaps come up with different movie ending or story ending. So here we have question, classic films. You are going to do a research on classic films to help you write a paragraph. Visit one or two websites about a classic film like Gone with the Wind or The Godfather. I've watched both movies, okay? The Godfather, it's a classic. It's a classic. About the Corleone family from Italy. More than a family, it was a gangster story. It says, read one or two reviews of the film, write notes to summarize the information in the reviews. For example, these are some kinds of answer models. Casablanca, one of the greatest movies of all time, talented actors, moving story of love, war, and human failure. So this is what you're going to do. But what I am going to change is you do not have to visit a website. Don't do that just come up with your favorite classic movie, write the name, and then just give me a critic like the example above. I am looking for at least four types of descriptions, okay? So it's up to you if you want to visit our website and review how some critics describe the movie. So here we have talented actors, moving story of love, war, and human failure, okay? No happy ending. Ingrid Bergman and Humphrey Bogart choose to be in order to fight the Nazis. And the last one is realistic ending makes the movie truly great. Okay, so this is a kind of description like a critic would do, okay? It says, then write a paragraph in which you summarize the review. If you've seen the movie, you can include your opinion of it in your paragraph. Write about the overall opinion of the reviewers in a sentence like this. The reviewer says that the Casablanca is one of the greatest movies of all time. I always see this kind of phrase when people want to persuade the public to read or to watch a movie. Oh, it's the greatest movies of all times, etc., okay? Here, use the writing, okay, so you can use this writing Modul, okay, to go to write your paragraph. So what I want you to do is give me 4 descriptions of the movie and then give me your personal opinion. Here I am going to read it. The reviewer says that Casablanca is one of the greatest movies of all time. It is a great movie because it has talented actors and moving story. It deals with love, war, and human failure. They say the ending makes the movie truly great. If Ingrid Bergman and Humphrey Bogart had escaped together and lived happily ever after, the movie would have seemed unrealistic. But because the lovers choose to be part in order to fight the Nazis, the audience feels sad for them, but they also feel that the movie has a meaningful. So it doesn't. So your description does not have to be as professional as this one, but oh well. So you have to write the name of classic story or movie. Classic movie. Describe it. Okay, maximum 4 descriptions. And then all you have to do is your opinion. Opinion about the movie. Okay, so let me take a snapshot. Let me share it on our WhatsApp group. And voila, my dear students, I am officially concluding our course for the A12 upper intermediate course. Congratulations. All you have to do is the reading, the writing, and the quiz, which have been activated. I will give you the rest of the class to work on them. Remember, tomorrow we have our conversation section and we will talk about your grade and your performance, your enhancement. And on February 3rd, on March 3rd, which is our last day, we are going to, all we have to do is the Modul C test, okay? So this is a big test And that's all we're working on. So that's about it. If you have any questions, please send me a message on the Zoom. Let me pause and share. Thank you very much. Before you go, please answer the poll about today's class. Let me activate the poll. Bingo. Okay. Let me, okay, so this is the exam. Okay, so today's class is finished. All you have to do is work on the reading, writing, and the quiz. I wish you the best of luck. Congratulations, please finish on time. Okay, guys, as you can see on your screen, there are 11 sections, and I believe this is just for, well, yes, it's 11 slides. We have the first three belong to the listening and so on, vocabulary. So everything that we study, that we worked on is present in the Module C quiz. Please continue, take your time. The due date for the quiz and the reading and writing is tomorrow, okay? So that'll be it for now.
Hi, I've been meaning to call you. You're graduating this year, aren't you?
That's right.
Hello, Ileana. Thank you for being present. I've just sent you a private message on WhatsApp explaining what we did. I hope you're doing great. If you have any questions, please let me know. As you can see, the activities have been activated and we work on the reading section as a group. So the answers are shared on the WhatsApp group. That way you don't have to waste more time. But please concentrate on this on the quiz as well because the due date is tomorrow. Do you have any questions? If you have any questions, let me know, okay? Villarroel?
Okay, teacher, thanks.
Thank you. Mis queridos estudiantes, aprovecho que están conectados todos para felicitarlos. Congratulations. As you can see, you've concluded the A12 Upper Intermediate course. No obstante, tengo un pequeño problema. Me gustaría que volvieran a contestar la encuesta, aprovechando que están todos en línea. Entonces, I will resend the poll. Thank you very much and sorry. Okay, my dear students, it is now 7:20, well, 7:20 Mexico time, 9:20 Bolivia time. Our class has finished for today. Congratulations for all of you who finished the quiz on time. Remember, the due date is tomorrow. Thank you very much. I'll see you tomorrow for our conversation class. Good night, everybody.
Bye, good night.
Good night. Bye, Dolly.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Good night.
Bye,
Good
good
night,
night,
teacher.
teacher.
Bye,
Thanks,
Villarroel. Bye,
teacher.
everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.